My name is Leland Thomas. I am a teacher here at Columbia College, Hollywood. I wrote one of the pieces this was based on called The High Road.
My name is Justin Chambers. I'm the director of Manifest Destiny of Fate's Calling. What happened was I was in Lee Thomas's Principles of Production class, and every quarter he does the same thing. He has us draw storyboards for this script called High Road.
The High Road came about by literally me waking up one Saturday morning with a song in my head, and it was a Scottish tune. You take the high road, I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before you. And I couldn't get rid of it. It just kept rolling in my head. So I went in and sat down at the computer and I typed a script.
I read it and instantly I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it wasn't that I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, like these 2 pages are gonna change my life forever. I was like, the power of these 2 pages could grow into something huge. This could be an epic movie.
When Justin wanted to make the film and he came into the room, he just simply asked me if I'd enjoy having this done into a piece.
And he was like, okay, write the first 20 pages. If I like the first 20 pages, then I'll let you write the rest. And I was like, okay. So I wrote the first 20 pages of the feature-length version of Manifest Destiny. And it was amazing. It was just like, it was like a story that should have been told long ago. I was like so surprised with all these things that were coming to my mind, all the different elements that this movie has. If you look at it as the big feature-length version, that it's surprising that it hasn't been done.
When Justin made his adaptation of the High Road piece, I had made it specifically so it fit into a Scottish, an English prison with Scottish captors. And as Justin created new characters for his piece, he couldn't possibly retain that original piece of information. He had to adapt it to fit the characters that he was using.
So I went and I took the opening of Manifest Destiny, the feature-length version, which was Lee's initial story, his initial scene with the 2 brothers. I wrote a beginning and ending to make it a short film rather than just a scene. And that's how A Fate's Calling came about, and that's how it became adapted from High Road. If you read the feature-length version along with Lee's script High Road, it's super hard to see the similarity. Like, you would have to know it's based on High Road to even catch that. But if you read the short film, A Fate's Calling and High Road, you're like, this is definitely inspired by, it's based on.
The theme that was used as Justin created his piece was the same, the difference being that he had to create his own characters, he had to create his own mood, and I thought he held the theme quite well.
Manifest Destiny of Fate's Calling is about 2 brothers that are held captive by the King of Westminster, King Argyle, after attempting to cross the border for a mule, their second mule that they've lost that has, crossed over because they live so close to the border. They're captured and they're held prisoner. Manifest would have probably been able to go get the mule and come back, but Tavish, the reckless person he is, went over there with him, following behind him, and they got caught. It's really not said exactly how they got caught, but it's understood. And A Fate's Calling is basically an abbreviation of one of the fates calling upon the gods to give Manifest strength in this time of deceit and darkness, because he doesn't know the deceit and darkness that's going on. And it's like Kamani praying, saying, just give him strength. If just one of the fates will give him strength, we'll call upon the gods to give him strength, that's all he needs. He will get through this time period, because Kamani knows what's coming. He sees it.
The thing I enjoyed most as I watched was the relationship between the 2 brothers. I found that to be rich and warm and believable. I liked it.
So it's an homage to his script, but it definitely keeps the essence. His story is about 2 brothers making a decision between who will live and who will die. Manifest Destiny of Fate's Calling is about 2 brothers who are forced to make a decision on who will live and who will die. The theme is there. The characters are different. The story is bigger, but it's still the spirit of High Road.
At the end of the film, as the lights came up, I was left with the feeling that as an incomplete piece, as it was when I saw it, it has the possibility of being a rich, fun few minutes of film.
Seeing a rough cut of the movie actually makes me really happy because the rough cut is amazing. It definitely holds your attention, it's entertaining, it's epic, it's fun, and you don't realize that you're sitting there for a long period of time. You feel like you're sitting there for 10 minutes. And especially a rough cut that has no color correction, no visual effects, no sound as far as sound effects, and no music. Those are kind of some of the most horrible films to watch. But this one's rather entertaining, and I think it achieves its goal. It only can get better.
The piece that I've seen is something that I think is going to kind of reach out and touch an audience. And I find that to be something very worthwhile.
It's epic, huge, and I think you guys are gonna have a ton of fun. I mean, it's just really cool. I can't wait for you guys to see it.